Okay, hello. Let me just zoom, well, whoop, reverse, whoop, there we go. I need a walk, so I'm gonna put on my little dollar garage sale shoes. These things are so cool, they're Skechers. Got them at a garage sale in like Hendersonville or Gallatin. And I'm going to go down my stairs. And when I go down my stairs, I see my couple of little bird houses. John Batista made that one. Thank you, John. Thank you, John. And Donna Graham for leaving that here at the Riley Ranch Health Club and Retreat Center. But anyway, here's my walkway I go up and down. I need a walk. I'm leaving my leash at home. And the leash is the damn little cell phone. Look it. Would you look at that? See? Look. Oh my God. I love it. These are blackberries. Future blackberries. Future blackberries. Yeah. And look at the little beautiful little white flowers here. Oh my God. I love them all equally. Okay. Anyway. So once again, to repeat, I'm getting the hell out of the house, getting the hell off Facebook. I'm gonna get my body moving. I've been in the water yesterday a little bit, but just riding around in the boat mostly. But I need some exercise. I went out to eat yesterday and had a shitload of Mexican food. Boy, I'm telling you what, I had the fajitas, the combination. Look at all the blackberries. Can you see those? There's huge bushes of them. There's my free aluminum scrap that I picked out of the woods. Aluminum, thank you very much. Might come in handy someday. I have some metal over there. I'm not going to show you all my stashes now. Come on now. I can't show you all the stashes. But I got a whole mountain full of timber. That's one of my stashes, a whole mountain full of timber. I'll never be cold as long as I live here anyway. Some more blackberries. There was a little pond right there I could convert once again. But right now it's just like a waterfall there. Some firewood there. Thank you very much. I have some more wood right here. Thank you very much. Firewood. More firewood right there. Cedar. Anyway, let's keep going. I'm gonna give you a walk with Island Mountain Pat. Walk with me, baby. Walk with me, brother. Walk with me, sister. Blackberries. Future blackberries. Oh, there's a fruit tree right there. Thank you very much. There's a fruit tree right there. And here's another one right over here. Right behind my little compost bin over there. I'm still walking down my driveway. It's about 4:30. There goes my neighbor. He lives down the street about 1.5 miles. I'm going for a walk. I need to get the heck out of Dodge. Here's a parking space for the Eco Lounge. By the way, the Eco Lounge is still vacant. It's a great little place to record an album or write some songs or hang out and sit on the porch and smoke your smoke and drink your drink, and you know, there you go, whatever. You can stand outside naked and take an outside shower naked, or lay out, or whatever. Did I say naked? Oh, I meant clothing optional. Do whatever you want, I don't give a shit. Okay, here we go. Excuse that language, I know, it's so vulgar. Alright, I'm going this way this time. I'm going down the road. Let's just see what we see. Here we go. One thing caught my eye right there. How much is that worth? How much is that little beauty? Little beauty worth? Love it. It's not that many flowers anymore because they dug up the road to put water, city water in. Hear the birds? Here's some flowers that are catching my eye. Some people call them weeds. I don't think so. Don't think so. Shadow. Shadow. Anyway, I'm going down here. Okay, what do you want to hear? What do you want to know? About the life and times of Grizzly Adams. I mean, Island Mountain Pat. Well, I know one thing. This property right here used to belong to my property. And there's a creek down there. It's not running very much because we haven't had much rain lately. But anyway, this is my fence. A lot of people build fences around the world, especially in America anyway. They got fences for everything. Everything is fenced. They got a fence around their Facebook account, and there's a fence around everything. There's security, and it's like everything's fenced. Cages and fences. Cages, fences, and barbed wire and wood fences. Jesus criminy. Makes me sick. This is the rant. I'm going on one rant. Anywho, we just passed the site where when it rains heavy, there's a waterfall on my property. But this is where I walk. I'll just let you listen to nature. It's real quiet and peaceful. Peaceful. I've been watching way too much news, I think. The news is so damn depressing. I'm not talking about mainstream news. That's really depressing. I'm talking about even searching YouTube and stuff. Unless you just want to watch like cats lick their paws all day, or you know, people jump off 20-story buildings without a parachute, you know, all day long, or people go 9,000 miles on a motorcycle. That gets old too, you know. But let me just tell you, I'm gonna come right out. All this crap about what's going on, look at here, all this crap going on with this jade helm, you know, the military exercises. That's pretty wild. Mark, you want to be on TV? You want to be on my rant? Huh? Okay, I have a celebrity neighbor that I just ran into here while I'm making my rockumentary. What's that? Let me turn this off. Okay. This is where I've walked. I walked from down there, and I'm walking down here. Now, FYI.
Okay, so.
Okay, I'm back in the running here. Look at the size of that tree, would you? I don't know if you can tell the size of the tree. Let me zoom in. This tree is probably, well, just across it's about 4 feet. It's 4 feet wide, and around it's probably, well, 8 feet around. But anyway, where were we? I was talking about before my neighbor Mark came around the corner. Let me get this thing right so we're not, there we go. There we go. Before my neighbor Mark was walking his dogs. Okay, I was talking about homeland insecurity. Yeah, you got that right. Homeland insecurity. And the military exercises where they're moving all this military equipment around on trains. Yeah, they've been moving military equipment around on trains forever, ever since they had trains and military equipment. But now they're moving it quite a bit down to Texas and California, and I think, I don't know, a couple other spots. They're getting ready to do their exercises and the training for riots, so they can keep protesters and people that disagree with the elite from doing what they're doing around the world. If people if they disagree and they want to try to stage a protest, well, the government and the military, all one, will be able to shut it down in a timely manner with the lessons learned from the training exercises. Or it could be something else. Or it could be the beginning of a economic change. Or China's demanding that this be done in exchange for all the money that they keep handing over the U.S. to pay its $17 trillion in debt. Anyway, I just can't believe, with this technological boom, revolution, the internet revolution, a country can still be $17 trillion in debt, which is such an astronomical number. And evidently, probably, something's over there in the woods. Maybe it's a deer. But anyway, how in the heck this country could still be in debt when we, in theory, have all this technology and internet capabilities to sell to every developing country, and we still can't make a fucking profit? Come on. Really? Hello. Something's real fishy. But they keep coming up with the same scare tactics and putting all these cops on TV. It just makes me sick. Now, let me just show you something that's really cool. See that? This is what you don't see on the news. You see a lot of lights, action, and bullshit graphics on the TV and music, but you don't see stuff like that. That's why I left my stupid phone at home. See that? You don't see that on the news. That's why you need to get out and walk too. Sometimes. It's a peacock. Yeah. Anywho, I'm gonna keep going. And you don't see little signs that say that either. Be. Simply be. Human being. Not a human doing, constantly doing, but just be. Just go for a walk, like I'm trying to do. I'm just sharing. I'm just trying to share another way to live a little bit, and the things that I do. Hopefully it'll help you or your kids someday. I've chosen the road less traveled, as you can tell. You see the bumper-to-bumper traffic? It's called the road less traveled. And some good, what's that bird? Some good, clean water in here. It's so clean you can dang drink from it. Really, just about at any time of the year. I don't in the summer, but anyway. It's clean water. I do lay in it in the summer when it's really warm. My neighbor's house. It's about half a mile or so from my house. She drives a school bus. And I wrote a song about her driving the school bus. It's called The Yellow Submarine. It's got about 15,000 views for what that's worth, but at least it's getting some attention. Anyway, We're carrying on. Oh, no, that's Riley. Jesus Christ, he scared the shit out of me, Riley. You scared the shit out of me. Can you believe that dog's last name is Riley? I know, baby. I know. He's Barker. Bark, 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 bark. I know. Why don't you? I'm not scared. I'm not scared. You're on video. Hello, Susie. And I know. Now we're going to church. This is a nice little part of my walk. I just told this guy from Michigan about a houseboat and sold it to him. Then I brought him over here. I said, if you need a place to put your RV and your stuff, you might want to buy that church. So he just bought that church, he and his wife. And now they're kind of using that as a little base. It's a lot of square footage for the price they paid. Anyhow, let's get on to more global issues, shall we? Alright, so what questions do you have for me? Okay. Alright, what are you concerned about? Okay. Is that right? Well, I think you have something there. I'm just playing with you. But anyway, I'm going to show you a little more water here, right? Just up here. I do push-ups on this little railing right here. And when I do the push-ups, I look down in this water here down there. See that water? See that? Some water down there. I don't know if you can see it. But anyway, that's that. Now these little flowers here, they're not flowers yet, but there's the one. They start turning light purple. Maybe we'll see a snake over here. There's generally a snake or two that lives in this area. I've seen snakes before. Let's see if we can find a snake. We'll zoom in. I don't see any right now, but I bet if I start looking for one, I can find one. Anyway, enough about the snakes. Well, I need this walk. Some fresh air, get some oxygen circulating throughout my bloodstream, help my digestion. Well, should we switch to music now? You want to talk music? Well, my latest musical song, anyway, that's piqued my interest, made me cry actually. Daryl Scott recorded a songwriter's song. His name was Ben Bullington, out of Montana or something like that. He was a doctor, little small town, and he wrote songs in his spare time. Wrote some good ones. So Daryl Scott, one of the great songwriters out of Nashville, recorded 10 of his songs and made a tribute album of basically appreciating the guy's songs. And the album is coming out. It's called 10, and 10 songs. It's a great tribute to the doctor who recently passed away a couple years ago from cancer, of all things. He was about 55 years old. He was he was, one of his points about the music industry is, at least country music, is that it's lost its compass or direction. It's turned into Just kind of like yuppie bubble gum, you know, rock and roll stuff, and it's kind of lost its soul and its character, and you know, the simple nature of it. It's just kind of turned into a smoke and light show, mirror fest. You know, it's just, I don't know. I feel the same way. But anyway, so Daryl Scott, I'm gonna go see him actually on May 19th in Nashville with Rodney Crowell and a few other people. I don't know all the other names, but this family here has been around here for 100 years or more. That's where their grandparents lived, and in that house up there, it's just nothing but a old house that nobody maintains. There's an old log cabin back in the woods back in there that was one of the first places. It's an old log cabin before that one's time. This spot here, my cousin unfortunately was coming down the road, and to miss like this tree branch, he was driving an 18-wheeler, that branch with the exhaust dumped the big rig into this ditch right here. It's pretty sad. But that's how it goes sometimes. It only takes a couple seconds and it can change the course of your life, so be careful, people. When you're out and about doing what you love and loving what you do, it only takes a couple seconds and shit can really hit the fan. I mean, I need to know that for my own sake too. If we're not careful, you can really step into a big pile of shit unknowingly, not expecting to, and it can cost your ass a lot of money, a lot of time, a lot of health, a lot of heartache. Anyway, don't forget to breathe. There's a horse over here that I love to look at. It's all by itself, and every time I come by I wave at it to let him know I recognize this horse, male or female. It's out in that pasture. Beautiful horse, I'm telling you. Oh my God, beautiful. I don't even see the horse right now. No, I don't see it. I don't know where it is. Well, we'll look on the way back. But maybe it's back in the trees cooling off. It's been a hot day. It's pretty hard to see. It's probably back there. It's just hard to see. Anyway, we keep going down Long Branch Road. My road. The birds are flying. Breathe. Breathe in the fresh air. This is my walk. Thanks for walking with me. I really appreciate you sticking with me on this beautiful walk. And whether you're at home and you can't walk because you got other issues to deal with, and you kind of are sitting there watching this on your phone or your computer, cool. It probably would look decent on the big screen, but whatever. Whatever. Small screen, big screen. You scream. I scream. We all scream for ice cream. It's pretty. Sometimes I run down here, I jog. But I just haven't felt the energy to be able to jog much. Maybe after swimming this summer, my endurance will pick up and improve a little more, and I'll be able to jog a little more. I walk down to the end. The Caney Fork River is down at the end of this road. Be nice to see a deer or something exotic, you know. But I don't see anything right now. The most exotic thing I saw was my neighbor. Then we got talking about another neighbor and all the different things going on in his world, his wifey's world, his significant other's world. But anyway, I'm going to turn the camera off for right now, unless you have any questions, and we'll pick up in a little bit for this live radio broadcast, Island Mountain TV reporting. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to just keep trucking down to the end of the road. Okay. Here's some water. Here's some water. It's a couple feet down there. If there was better access down there, I'd probably use it as a swimming hole of sorts. But it's hard to get down there. And sometimes I felt like just doing a flop. It's about 8 feet, 9 feet up here above the water. And I thought maybe I should just do a flop. Just big old belly flop into this water. It's down at the end of my road. It's cold. It's like spring water. And sometimes there's fish in here. Like trout, like good sized ones. After rains especially. Let me show you something else. This is pretty cool. How's that? How's that suit you? Pretty good, huh? Maybe I should keep going, show you some more of this 100-acre farm. Yep, beautiful. Boy, can you imagine the fruit trees you could grow out there? Like apples or pears or a little of everything. What a beautiful spread that is. It's right on the Caney Fork River. I'm going to keep going, give you another perspective of it in just a minute. Long distance shot. Turkey vultures hanging out up here. There's one on the road. They're pretty crazy. They're getting bigger and bigger. Pretty soon they're going to be the size of an airplane. There's nothing preys on them. But they're good. They kill a lot of roadkill and dead stuff. So I guess they have their place in the world too. You might see some of the wingspan here. Pretty wild. Look, there's 3 of them. They live up in an old barn. Some of them look like they're youngsters, like juveniles. Hello. Crazy, huh? See? Hey, Jesus, they're all over. Wild country. Look at that. Another view. Can you imagine what it was like 100 years ago around here? Or 200 years? Crazy. Buffalo and deer by probably hundreds. Wow. I know the Indians were around this area. American Indians. I don't know much about the kind of Indians, but they're everywhere. Told you, they live in the woods back there in an old barn. But the dam, if you can see way over there, Center Hill Lake Dam is right to the right of that bluff. The Center Hill Lake Dam. And the Caney Fork River is right down below that telephone pole down there, down in that little valley down there. Let's keep going, shall we? Oh, Lordy. You notice all the traffic? I could probably lay down and take a nap here, which is pretty cool. I like it. Oh, more turkey vultures. Hell, they could kill me if they wanted to. All those birds, Jesus. I'm glad they don't know that. Maybe they do, and they're just like, take it easy on this guy. But anyway, it's such a beautiful... Oh, there's a deer. There's a deer down there running through. Look. Watch this deer coming through. Oh, shit. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. Damn it. Let me see if I can move over a little. Let me see if we can get it. Is it? There he is. See him jumping? He went down below. Well, at least we saw a deer. Well, we saw that deer. It wasn't the best shot of it. But I started coming back towards my road. And, see that mountain line right there? See that mountain line right there? Nope. Look, right there by that rock. Right there. Right there by that rock. See it? And there it's right there. Right. Oh, no, I gotta get it focused on there. Right there. That's a mountain lion. Or is that a bobcat? That's probably just Island Mountain Pat. I'm just kidding. But I have seen a mountain lion cross the street one time. Not here. That was up in, I don't even know where I was traveling. Northern California or something. It's great to see wildlife, you know, like a wild lion or a bear, you know. They're out in the Smokies. I love it. I really do. Hopefully I'm not going to get ever attacked by any elephant or mountain lion or tiger, but it's pretty wild up in there, isn't it? And if you went back about a mile or so, that's the back of my property. A mile back or 2 miles back into the woods. So there's a lot of land around me. Anyway, I'm walking right here in the middle of the road. See? Not left, not right, right down the center we go. Ooh, keep it in the middle of the road, honey, let's keep it in the middle of the road. Not left, not right, right down the center we go. Whoa. Hope electric car's not coming up behind me on this highway. But this is it. This is the life of Riley. Island Mountain Pat. Now, see this? You just can't see this stuff on Facebook too often. You can, but you know, you gotta have a balance. I guess that's what the point of this video is there's a balance between technology and living in reality. Can't get too caught up in the virtual world or you'll lose your connection with the great God, whatever your God is. Oh, traffic alert. Oh, let's get an eye on this car coming by. Traffic, heavy traffic coming. Oh, there it is, traffic. Heavy traffic. Another car. Whoa. Heavy traffic. Wow. My neighbor made this sign, Long Branch Community. It was actually a history book of this area. And I don't think anybody's continuing the history book. Pretty sad, because it should be. I mean, a lot has happened in the last 30 years, you know. Not tons on this road, but there's some things that have happened, like city water, for example, coming in. Like me moving here. Like my neighbors, Nicole, and Mark, and Liza buying the property, and Susie moving in, and Ron dying, and Daphne moving away, and just all kinds of little things. Daniel and people that have rented the Eco Lounge. My friends that have come and visited. Just things. Probably should be in the history book of the area. Listen. Frogs and stuff. See? To me, lesson. This is worth more than $1 billion. This, just being here, just being free, is worth more than $1 billion to me. You take your $1 billion and do whatever, but well, maybe $1 billion could buy me a private island and I could live like this, but I'm not chasing it. If I wanted to be rich, I could be rich. I'm rich right here, though. I'm rich in life around me, and that gives me comfort, peace of mind that money can't buy. Money can't buy it. Always, it has to be you have to be in the groove to really feel the peace of mind. Because the more you own, the more you're owned. The more people have connections to you. And you got schedules and you got businesses and you're worried about your portfolio and your 401k and all that shit, horse shit. I mean, hey, I know. It's reality, but it's not everything. So you gotta keep it all in balance. That's the secret. Balance. A friend of mine wrote a song called Balance. Something's up there. Probably a groundhog or something. I saw a groundhog earlier. Right around here. I don't know where it is. But I can't see it. But something's up there. Anywho. Very peaceful. I hope you like it. It's quiet. It reminds me of being in the woods and up in Santa Cruz or up in Point Arena, back in the hills, back on the Garcia River. Or just down some country road somewhere in Kentucky or, I don't know, Georgia or West Virginia. Rocky Mountain High. Or something like that, you know, Colorado. This ain't pine trees, but it's country. There you go. You can barely see that horse through there. See that? Black and white. I wave at it. It's hard to see. See the black and white? Hard to see, but maybe you can get a glimpse if I get behind a tree. Right, let me see. See the black and white? Generally he's out in the field, or she, see? And that horse knows me. Big time. Because I have a very unique, hey, hello we are! It's tied up. I can see it's tied up. Let's see. Tied up. Got a tie on. Let's see it. There. There's a tie. It is a gorgeous horse. I love you! Yeah. Anyway, that's that. I wish the horse, sometimes it comes over to me when I come down. It never really comes all the way over because I think there's electric fence or something, but it does know that I'm here and I recognize it and appreciate that horse. And it's a beautiful horse, I tell you, it's gorgeous. It's a beautiful spotted paint or spotted saddle horse. Anyway, so would you walk down this road if you lived here? Would you walk, get some exercise coming down this road? Uh-oh, here we go. Subaru. I'm not going to show you. I'm going to protect my...
Don't believe a word of it!
No. Let's see it. Don't believe a word of it. He says. He's going to pick up his truck. $1,000 repairs on it. $1,000. Don't believe a word of it, he said. That's funny. He's an interesting feller. That's for sure. An interesting feller. We moved in this area about the same time. So that's kind of cool. But it's pretty quiet. Gives you a lot of time to think. That's why I write thinking songs and an occasional drinking song. But I can just kind of kick back and be quiet and get my thoughts out, you know, without being constantly bombarded by the city traffic. Let me tell you a little historical fact. See that building right there? That used to be the old schoolhouse here. And the kids used to cross the river on a ferry and come over here to go to school. Right there. Years and years ago. You want me to tell you something else? Back in those weeds, there's an old antique hay rake. The big metal wheels and the big half-round metal things that scoop up the hay, but this is an old schoolhouse just sitting there rotting. It's got some cool siding. Look at the difference here. Let me show you something really custom. These small little details that I see. I don't think you can see them, but oh, it's kind of hard to see. The ends of those rafters are cut in such a cool way. They have a nice, like, Victorian style about them. You can't see it really. But it's just going to pot. Like Willie's new songs, it's all going to pot. Whether we like it or not. But my place is over that mountain right there. South facing. There's the west, sun setting. And there's a couple old cabins back up in here. Back in the day, there was more people that lived in this holler than they do now. But there is an old cabin. Maybe you can get a little peek of it back here in the woods. I'll show you. It's a real old Tennessee log cabin. Folks, this is the real deal. I don't know if you can see much of it, but it's back in there. Let me find an opening. Well, you can barely see it back in there. Let me keep going. It's just a little, like 20 by 15 or something. I don't know if you can see it, but it's an old log cabin. It's hard to see. But it's just on the other side of that creek. Okay. Thanks for walking with me. Appreciate you. very much. Very much. Appreciate everybody and everything. I still kill ants and stuff though. I don't like to, but I do. Peace. This is a nice little campfire pit here at my neighbor's. It's kind of a cool little spot. I played a little guitar around here, and one of my friends built this. He's married into the family. He's a geologist, professor, and he built this with a hatchet. He did a pretty good job. He likes being out in nature. But here's a little hammock. I come over here and I pull this open every now and then, and I sit in the hammock because I can. And there's that big bird. Yeah. See? Kind of matches this thing here. Yeah. And this is the view up there. This is a pretty good spot to just chill. Peacock. There's the mourning dove up there on the wire, right there. Goes. She feeds the deer and stuff, and red cardinals. They come up right there and eat. But this is pretty cool. It's pretty chill right here. Just to relax and live. Live large. Your own little way right here. The lake is over that hill. Center Hill Lake. Anyway, that little bridge right there over troubled water. I'm gonna get up and keep going. Thanks for hanging out in the hammock with me. Alright, we'll keep trucking. Life and Times of Island Mountain Pat, at least this chapter. Yep. I'll zero in on this beautiful flower here. This is a beautiful flower. It's seen better days, but this one's starting to come out there. And this one, let's take a look at. Let's kind of peek it, do a peeky-boo inside and see what we see. Let's see if we can open up her. Oh, see in there. Oh. Oh. Okay. Shh. Okay. Keep trucking. Back on the one-lane country road. As you can tell, my neighbor's pretty artsy. It's a telephone pole. She puts these things on there. She's a good songwriter. She's a character. Another character in the play. In the drama of life. Aren't we all characters in the drama? I've seen some flowers in the creek, some yellow flowers. I wanted to try to zoom in, but see all that fencing there? I put that up. I went around this 25 acres and fenced it when I first moved here. That's when I didn't know what chiggers and ticks were. But anyway, there's a couple little flowers in here. Let me zoom in on them. There's a few right there. Wish I could. Let me zoom in. See? There's a couple others right there sitting on those rocks. It's weird how they're just like laying there. Peacock. Hear the mourning doves? A lot of people think this is all just weeds. It's gorgeous. I think it's all beautiful. Unless it's right outside your front door, you know, and you can't walk, but it ain't doing anyone any harm. It's all good. It's all God. Little flowers. They're darling. Yeah. I know how the flowers got in the creek. Let me show you. Watch. See, they're on these vines. See, they're hanging above the creek and they're falling. I just figured that out. They're falling into the creek. Some up there. I don't know if you can see them, but there's some right there. See? They're falling into the creek. Yep. A deer just was down here grazing or something, doing something. But right in front of my house. And maybe I can get a shot at it, just looking at it through the camera with a zoom in lens. Can't see it yet, but it bounced across there, sure enough, by itself. Sure would been nice to be able to zoom in on it and see it standing over there. I don't want to make a career out of it, but it's down in there somewhere. I just don't see it. Anywho, so be it. Well, it's been fun. I feel like Mr. Rogers. Won't you be my neighbor? Alright, signing off. Now I'm back. Back in the saddle. Back on my porch. Yeah. Alright, thanks for spending time with me. Peace. Happy trails to you.